Let me show you how to move your body.
Following contest is an Ironman match.
Too much love never hurt nobody.
On the way to the ring,
No, it never hurt
the
nobody.
WWE Women. And the opponent, from Boise, Idaho, Torrie Wilson.
These WWE fans just can't get enough of these superstars.
And I'm glad to see it. A WWE match isn't just about competition, it's also about entertaining fans.
How come they got you as an announcer? I mean, that ain't exactly great entertainment, in my opinion.
You might be right, Taz. I think it would be extremely entertaining to listen to you try to call a match all by yourself.
That was a textbook reversal.
It's only a matter of time before Candice Michelle's right to cheat in this match, and when she gets caught, she'll try to pretend that she's completely innocent. We've seen it before.
Hey, girl pants, believe me, there's one thing that Candice is not, and that's innocent. And personally, I dig that.
Why do I get the feeling it won't be long before we work in the world?
I'll beg you to give me a little credit and respect somewhat, and I'm not going to act like an old washed-up wannabe Candice named Laura. I feel like a real jerk when somebody counters you like that.
Each of these competitors is looking for the slightest hint of weakness in the other.
That's the law of the jungle, Cole. An injured superstar is a wounded animal. It's survival of the fittest.
And that also means that if you're not at 100%, you've got to be able to fight it from your opponent.
You got that right, Cole. This pick has the submission hold. I've seen a lot of superstars tap out to this one, Cole.
We both partner, and we might be about to see another one right here.
And there's the counter, Cole.
Nice reversal.
Oh, man, these fans are fired up now.
They sure are. And you know that's going to have an effect on this match.
Man, this match is so good. It's even worth sitting next to you to watch it, Cole.
Thanks a lot, Taz. You know, you're not always my number one choice for a podcast partner.
You know what you should do, girl pants? You should team up with Jerry Lawler. And it could be the king and queen of comedy.
You're funny, Taz. You know, that would almost be worth not having to work with a joke with you all the time. And there's the submission hold. What a deadly maneuver this is.
You're not kidding, Cole.
Candice is not what you'd call a classically trained wrestler. Sometimes I wonder why she insists on competing in matches.
Hey, the business is called sports entertainment for a reason. I don't know about you, but I'm highly entertained every time I get a look at Candice in action. Ooh, yeah.
It sounds like this capacity crowd is something on their minds, Taz.
Yeah, and thousands of paying customers can't be wrong.
Watching these superstars go, oh my, the submission hold is locked in.
And this ain't easy to get out of either, Cole. It's so great seeing these athletes compete here tonight. I had a feeling they were going to wind up against each other sooner or later.
There were times when it seemed like it wasn't going to happen, but I can't tell you how glad I am that it did.
That's for sure. You know, anytime you throw these kind of combustible elements into a match, you're guaranteed to get a hell of a show.
And that's exactly what we're seeing here tonight.
Candice might still be pretty inexperienced, but I gotta say, I'm impressed with her development so far.
You got it. I don't think I've ever seen her win a match without cheating.
Hey, Cole, you know what? You got enough disadvantage when it comes to picking up women. You don't need to be bad-mouthing them, too. Whoa! I think these fans have got a little something they want to share with us.
You're right, Taz. They paid for their tickets after all.
You just don't see action like this every day, Cole.
You sure don't, Taz. And we've got the best seats in the house.
Front and center. We couldn't be any closer to this match. He can get the pin right here.
Is that it? No, only a 2 count. I'll give Candice Michelle her due, Taz. She's a beautiful young woman. But I'm not sure what business she has as an active competitor.
What are you, blind or something? Look at her.
I'm not saying she's not easy on the eyes, partner, but I question how
Wow, now that one's not in the rule book. But you know what they say? It's not a crime.
he's got it covered.
I gotta tell you, Cole, I thought I had this thing figured out. But now I got no idea how this is gonna end up.
Neither do I, Taz. And I think it's that unpredictability that makes it so exciting.
No doubt, Cole. I've seen superstars get a huge advantage over their opponents and still lose the match because they got
Submission hold locked in. We may see a tap out right here.
And even if you can't make your opponent tap out, this will take a lot of fight out of him. You know, Cole, I'd ask you who you were pulling for this match, but I think it's pretty obvious since the beginning who you're rooting for.
I never claimed to be completely objective, Taz. It's no secret I respect superstars who stick within the rules and show some sportsmanship in the ring.
You gotta understand, Cole. I know it ain't exactly kosher, but you're putting your body on the line in there. You gotta do whatever it takes to protect yourself and pick up the win.
Taz, you're talking about two different things. Going outside the rules in the name of self-defense is one thing, but cheating to steal a victory and enhance your own career is something completely different. I think that if one of these superstars successfully executes their finishing move, this one is over.
That ain't necessarily the case, Cole. Just because it's called a finisher doesn't mean it always ends the match.
You sound like you're speaking from experience here, Taz.
Of course not. Whenever I locked in the transmission, that was it. End of story. It was over.
I think you're developing a selective memory in your old age, partner. So I should hold this in. You don't see a tap out here.
Won't surprise me one bit. The longer you stay in this, the more risk you have for serious injury.
Wow, listen to that chant, Taz.
I'll tell you what, if you got the crowd on your side or against you, it makes a huge difference, believe me. Man, I can't tell you how impressed I am with what I've seen here tonight so far.
There's the pin. Can his opponent kick out?
Did you just call me partner again? You're an idiot.
Taz, you make a little comment like that, we're getting you to found how you work on the ice.
Yeah, I'm telling you, from my in-ring experience, trust me, you can cut this tension with a knife.
I don't think you need in-ring experience to feel the tenacity radiating off these superstars, Taz. I don't think anything could be more obvious.
Spoken like a guy who's never been in there, Cole. I think this ref needs to get an eye exam, Cole. You know what I'm saying? How could you miss that?
I don't know, Taz, but if the referee doesn't see it, it doesn't count.
Man, you just can't put anything over on these fans.
You sure can. They see everything, and they'll let you know about it.
He's going for the cover, Cole. Man, even if you end up winning a match like this,
you lose as well. And having to deal with emotional as well as physical pain is that much worse.
Emotional? What the hell are you talking about?
Well, I've been in the locker room after a match and seen the superstars who lost of this one. You must be familiar with this one, Taz.
Yeah, I've been on both sides of the call. That's the truth. And let me tell you, it's better to give than receive. Looks like they might be taking this match down a notch here, Cole.
The pace of the match may have slowed, but the intensity of these superstars certainly has.
You can say that again. Waiting for your opponent to make a move or give an opening can be just as intense as putting them through a table.
And whether or not you have that kind of patience, here we go to the submission hold. This could be a pivotal moment in this match.
It sure could. There's a lot of pressure being applied in that hold, Cole. I love hearing the crowd come alive, even when I don't exactly agree with what they're saying.
Me too. And I do agree with what they're saying, Taz. I hope this isn't the last time we see these superstars face off.
You're not going to hear me say this much, Cole, but I definitely agree with you. This has all the makings of a nice, long feud.
I don't know how nice it is, but there are certainly some issues between these superstars, and I think this match might only exacerbate it.
Please, Cole, what's your range, will you? It's a family show.
I said exasperate. Not, oh, never mind. Ladies and gentlemen, we are seeing an incredible display of athletic ability here tonight.
What do you expect, Cole? This could be big, but it could backfire real bad, too. This has been a great match so far, and I think it's pretty obvious which way it's going.
Oh, really? Are you willing to go out on a limb and actually make a guess then?
There's no guesswork involved, Cole. But if you're gonna be snippy, I'm just gonna keep my mouth shut.
If I knew it was that easy, I would have said that years ago. Her fans are on their feet.
Here it comes.
This capacity crowd is making their appearance.
He's going for the pin, Cole. I'll tell you, all the WWE superstars are legit tough guys, but these superstars are really raising the bar here tonight.
They sure are, Tech.
Oh man, I'm telling you, this will not improve your odds of winning anything.
You can say that again, Tech. A vicious series of blows there in the corner of the ring.
These superstars have been going hard all match.
They sure have. And that's where the superb conditioning of the WWE superstars comes into play.
No doubt, Cole. There ain't no way you're gonna win a match if you're out of gas 2 minutes into it.
You can say that again. I've seen matches won and lost simply because one superstar was able to outlast their opponent. And the crowd has come alive tonight with a chant directed at the superstars in the ring.
Yeah, you can't let that break your focus when you look at that submission. I ain't never seen it executed better.
Neither have I, partner, and this might be a match with a tap out right here.
I don't think this is gonna last much longer, Cole. Talk about running on empty. This is one heck of a match so far.
It sure is, Taz. What do you think the highlight has been so far?
Well, I've been locked in this hole before, and it hurts even worse than it looks.
I can't even imagine the amount of pain that this hole must inflict on any superstar who winds up in it. I don't think anyone in this match has even considered that they might not work out the winner.
I'm sure they haven't, Cole. That's the kind of attitude that gets you beat quicker than anything. As soon as you let the slightest doubt into your mind, you can forget about it.
And that's something I don't think people realize. The mental conditioning of the WWE superstars is just as impressive as the physical conditioning.
There's not a superstar in the locker room that can afford These superstars are on top of their game, but only one of them is going to have their hand raised at the end of this one.
And that's a real shame because, like you said, this has been a great match so far.
Well, what do you want, Cole? You want to see that everyone wins so nobody gets their feelings hurt?
I never said that. I'm just saying that in a great match like this, everyone involved deserves credit for it. These superstars are clearly giving it their all tonight.
Not a surprise there at all, Cole. I mean, tell me the last time that you saw a WWE superstar only go halfway.
I don't think I ever have, Taz. Everyone on the roster gives 110%. And there's the pin!
Man, I almost feel bad for JR and King, Cole. When's the last time you think they saw a match this good?
I couldn't tell you, Taz. I don't know if they've ever had anything this good on Raw.
Me neither. Because I guess that just makes sense. I mean, after all, SmackDown is the #1 brand in all of sports entertainment.
And that's one of the few things we completely agree on, partner. It doesn't get any bigger or better than SmackDown.
Oh, man. This is just about the last hole they want to find themselves in.
I can imagine. Just look at the pressure being applied here. I think we're hearing the First Amendment in action here tonight, Taz.
It's a great thing to hear, Cole. I'm all in favor of freedom of expression, whether I agree with what they're saying or not. I think we know which way this one's gonna go, Cole.
Actually, Taz, from my perspective, I think we could go either way.
From what perspective would that be exactly? The perspective of somebody who has a neck that resembles a stack of dimes? I gotta tell you, I didn't expect these guys to go off on each other the way they have tonight. This has been brutal, this match so far.
Well, Taz, it's not ballet, you know.
Oh, really, Cole? Gee, I was wondering what happened to the funky old shoes and the full little strokes. You know what? Maybe I should go check your closet. Can you believe this match so far, Cole?
I really can't, Taz. This isn't anything like the WWE superstars are all super athletes, but they're also human beings, and there's only so much punishment a human body can take. What an incredible match we've seen so far.
It ain't over yet, Cole.
It sure isn't. I think these superstars could keep going for quite a while longer.
I gotta say, Cole, when I first heard about this match, I wasn't sure what to think. But these superstars, he's looking to put up on it away.
This could do it. DDT!
If you ever wondered just how much punishment a human body could take,
And here's the cover.
man, I'll tell you what, man, this one's just turned into a fight. Pure and simple.
We knew it was going to be intense. We knew it was going to be physical. But I don't think anyone was prepared for this.
I gotta admit, it kind of took me by surprise, Cole. That don't happen too often.
That's an understatement. You've been in hundreds of matches in your career. We both called hundreds more. We usually have a pretty good idea of what to expect, but not this time.
I guess it just goes to show you, Cole, like they say, anything can happen here in the WWE.
I think we might be looking at the future of the WWE in this ring tonight.
Wouldn't surprise me one bit, Cole. This is a great match, and the fans are way into it.
And that's what really matters. If the WWE fans aren't happy, they'll let you know it.
You look at any other sport in the world, and you won't find a single athlete that can compare with a WWE superstar.
And there's a reason for that, Taz. There are no off-seasons here in the WWE. If you're a superstar, you're performing every week of the year.
We're not talking about just swinging a bat or kicking a ball either. WWE is the most physical competition you can be part of, hands down.
tonight, the WWE superstars never fail to amaze the fans. He's going for the pin. This could be it.
Man, you talk about superstars who ain't got an ounce of quit in them, huh? You're looking at them right here.
And that's a potentially dangerous mindset to be in. If you're a true crowd or realize you're in trouble, you might wind up risking your career for a single match.
Look, Cole, this ain't ballet. You gotta go in there every single match and be willing to do whatever it takes. You'd know that if you actually stepped in between the ropes.
I don't have to have been in a match to realize that jeopardizing my future for the sake of one match is incredibly short-sighted.
Cole, I swear, I'm gonna replace you with someone who actually knows what they're talking about. Maybe Cole, he might be a little tough to understand sometimes, but at least he knows what it's like to wrestle the match. Looks like they're slowing the